Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us here at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in snowy Colorado. We are bringing you a lightly used 2022 Exiss stock bumper pull this morning. This was one of my customers that traded it in. They are upgrading to a show cattle trailer, so this was primarily used as their show cattle trailer pre-upgrade. I'm not sure it's had a horse in it, though it could. We're gonna run through some of the dimensions once we get back to that stock area, but this one has not been through our shop. We don't have a pink ribbon up front here, which would indicate that it's been through our shop. So some things to keep in mind on a used trade-in or a used buyout before it gets sold and leaves our lot is it's gonna go through a shop process, a very thorough, extensive shop process. They're gonna start at the front and work their way through this entire trailer. If it needs brakes, it's gonna get all brand new brakes, bearings, hubs. They will do all of that. They will align the axles, make sure it pulls nice and straight for you guys. They're gonna check all the lights. Every single light has to work. That is a safety factor there. They're gonna check all the welds, the floors, the seals. They're gonna make sure all these doors work properly. If they hang up a little bit, they're gonna adjust those. So any little thing that's gonna get fixed on this trailer, though you guys are seeing it pre-shop process, it looks incredibly clean to me. So I'm excited to bring it to you guys. I've been here with Transwest a little over 2 years and have never seen a stock bumper pull on our lot, so I'm imagining it's going to go really quick, though it is still available. So keep that in mind. Starting up here at our front tack or our front dressing room, it does not have a saddle rack in it. This is not primarily set up as a horse trailer, though it could definitely work as one. We're just going to shut that. It's blowing in our way here, but does have a screen door on it. So you guys wanted to use it, maybe when you were showing cattle out of it, you guys could hang out in here, get some airflow through there, but does have that screen door on it, which is always a nice upgrade. And then stepping up inside, we're gonna be really careful because our wash bay uses tire shine on our rubber mats and they get a little slick. So check how big this front tack room is. I actually brought my tape with me for this video so we can measure some of this as we go along. But we'll just go ahead and measure this floor length for you guys. If you are looking at putting blowers in here or vacuums for cattle purposes, you want to store your tack trunks in here for horses. We are a little bit over 6 feet, so it's 6 feet 2 inches all the way to the front of that nose to about right here. Your wide spot is just shy of 4 feet, so really good depth on this tack room. You could, it looks like, order from Exiss a removable saddle post to go in here. It's kind of what it looks like to me, how it's set up there, though it does not have one. But tons of space in here you guys can work with as far as just making it your own and what you need to put in here. Over here up on the front, it's got a little bit of a shelf to store some things up here. And since the front of the nose is too snowy to put our stock ID, it's gonna be right here. We'll reference it at the end of the video as well, but that's gonna be up there for now. And then over here, we've got a couple bridle hooks on this partition wall. Looks like you guys could install a few more if you needed more of that hanging space. And then it does have an LED light up here inside above the door, so you do have some good visibility inside of here. But overall, just a really good big using space in here, a lot bigger than the front tacks you'll see on a horse trailer, regular slant load, or even a straight load bumper pull. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this door. It's on a hold back right now, so our shop will also check all the holdbacks, but that one does work. They'll also check all the keys and the locks and make sure you guys have all of those as well, and a sliding bus window on that door. So we have an escape gate right here. This just gets a little sticky in the snow and ice here, but we do have an access gate. And once we get to the back, we'll check it out. But our center cut gate is actually not really in the center. It's favored forward. You guys can see where it hinges right there. So it's actually gonna kind of create like a single stall up front here. And I really like having the access gate off of that for versatility purposes. This is gonna be a very user-friendly trailer, meaning if you only had maybe one cow to run or one horse to run on this trailer, you can close this gate. They'll have a huge space behind the gate, which we'll measure in a minute, but then you have this entire front area here that you can access from the outside of your trailer. Get in there, you can store extra stuff in there. If your front tack is full, you can use this as a tack room. You can throw some hay in there, some grain if you're going to a show. Anything like that could fit in here, and I just love the versatility of having exterior access and kind of a front using space. I do have 2 axles under this one with those aluminum wheels. I did look at the date code on the tires. They're 21s, being that this is a 22 trailer, so they are within date code. DOT date code has to be within 5 years. Here at Transwest as a dealership, we have strict guidelines on our tires. So within 5 years, they all have to match. So they cannot be mismatched wheels, and they all have to have even tread wear. So we will check tread depth and tread wear, make, model tires, and then DOT code. And as I mentioned earlier, this trailer, regardless of tire wear, will always get an alignment on a used trailer. So if you guys didn't know, that's something I learned here working at Transwest. I had no idea you could align a trailer. But really nice to know that that is possible, because you guys know here in Colorado the roads are so rough. We're always hitting potholes and whatnot, so it's nice to know that once you do hit that and something does get kind of messed up back here, you can get it aligned and it will pull nice and straight for you. We do have open stock sides on both sides. There are some bolts here, and it does look like there is a track there for plexiglass, so you guys can always order that and just get it cut to fit. But there is a track there. If you guys are looking, you guys are going to ask that question, it is possible to add that. Working our way around to the rear, we do have a full swing gate here on the back. And we'll shut that in a minute and show you the slider, but it does step up in here. Probably also some tire shine back here, so we are going to be careful as we step in. But rubber floor mats here. And then I was gonna see if it'll let me peek up under there and show you guys the aluminum floor underneath. So it is a full aluminum floor, great condition underneath your rubber mats. Now we're gonna measure the full floor length of this stock area for you guys real quick, so you guys can see the full floor length, and then we'll check out the space in front of that gate to know how much that space is. So full floor length to the end of your rubber mats is going to be 12 feet there. So you have a 12-foot stock area here. And I did measure the height yesterday for a customer, and it is 7'2" tall. So it's kind of deceiving. It actually is really nice and tall in here. When I first got it on trade, I was thinking it was going to be like a low pro cattle trailer, but it is a full 7'2" from the floor to the center of your roof bows right here, which is very nice. Good height there. And then your swing gate right here in the middle. I'll go ahead and measure up front so you guys know, and then we can measure behind as well. You guys see how much space we're getting in both sections because of that 12-foot floor length. Up here we're looking at about 4 feet. So you will have that 4-foot stall up front, which would be great for 1 horse. Be great for hay and shavings if you're going somewhere. It is just a slam latch, works really well. And it does have this nice thick piece of kind of a hard rubber on it. So when it does bang back and forth, it's not metal on metal contact. It's actually hitting that rubber. So I think that's gonna keep it a lot quieter. And as you guys can tell in here, I mean, it looks brand new. It's very clean. I don't see any like kick marks or scrapes, scratches. No, I don't see any evidence of a horse being in here. It's very clean. We do have an interior light in here as well, so you got a little bit of visibility there. Had 4 feet up here, so we're gonna have 8 feet back here. Great spot for an additional 2 head. I would say if you're running smaller cutters or something, smaller horses, you could probably fit 3 back here. This is a really, really good sized trailer. Also would work great if you're gonna go work on the ranch. You could throw your horse up front and you could load an ATV back here. So just kind of some options for you guys to think about. This is really a good versatile setup. If you're moving, you could help load furniture in here. You could just run cattle on here. You could run mares and foals on here. Possibilities are endless with this kind of setup. And then you have this full swing gate back here. But within your swing gate, you have a slider. So you're gonna lift this pin up and slide it open. You guys can see how easy it is. I'm telling you, this trailer has not been used and abused. This has not been through the shop, and it works flawlessly already. So really nice to have that if you guys are needing to separate off some cows there, or you just wanna run some loose cattle on that way. I don't really run cattle, but if you do, you have this option. Really, if you just want, I guess I've never run cattle, but I've run horses on a stock trailer, and I actually hauled a stock trailer. full of mares down to Texas one time, and I used this gate to sneak in there and give them water. So there's another use right there. If you just want to sneak in real quick and get buckets in front of your horses, you could use it that way. Lots of options with this one. We'll step around to this side. Now, I haven't asked my customer personally, but taking a look at it, I would say it is set up maybe to haul some panels on the side. You guys can see some brackets behind the axles and in front of the axles, maybe for your panels to sit on. We've got some rubber bumpers so they're not bouncing against your trailer. And then we've got some pins here and some handles here that you could use as tie downs to tie those panels on. So if you're maybe gonna go rodeo out of this trailer and you wanna take your panels with you, if you're gonna just horse show out of this trailer, you're gonna trail ride out of this trailer, you wanna overnight your horses, this is already set up to hold those panels for you. And then over here, just the back side of that tack room. So you guys can see it does have that really long wall on it, lots of space up there, which we measured. So again, this one is that 2022 Exiss stock bumper pole. It's got your matching spare tire up front. Has not been through the shop, but they're gonna do a great job to get this trailer, even though it's already so clean. They're gonna go through what we cannot physically see from this video. They're gonna go through the whole underneath, check those brakes, the welds, and they're gonna turn on all these lights, make sure all the lights work. They're gonna check the keys for that tack room, make sure your keys work, make sure it's safe and ready to roll down the road for you guys. Give it that alignment that we talked about. Again, this one is still available. Knowing that I've been here over 2 years and I haven't seen one on this lot, I think it's gonna go really fast. These are highly sought after trailers. If you guys have any questions, the stock number on this trailer is gonna be 5U241539. All my contact info will show up on your screen. I'd be glad to help you guys out. My name is Michaela Hall, and my phone number, that is my cell phone that's gonna pop up there, that 303-918-6367. You guys can call or text that number. And then my email, michaela.hall@transwest.com. I would love to help you guys out. I look forward to hearing from you. Enjoy this snowy day, be safe out there, and we'll see you next week.